Trust me, it's amazing. Thank you very much. What character would suit a fighting game newbie like me the best? Here's some good advice. Pick Ryu. Pick Ryu in every game. Right? That's good advice. No, wrong. That's horrible advice. That's advice you would have given because you're not godlike.
Okay.
Here's what you do in any fighting game. Don't worry. Bottom line is if you don't play it all the time, you're going to get bodied by people who play it. So just pick a character you think is cool and pick a character you can have fun with, right? Don't get too hung up on this link or these combos or all this, because if you're not, you have to fall in love with the character, play the game, and all that stuff will just kind of come naturally, right? And if you don't play it enough, it doesn't matter anyway. So just pick somebody and have fun. Don't get too hung up on I'm a noob, I'm gonna get bodied. You're gonna get bodied anyway. Just get used to it. Learn from every loss, as you say. Every match is a tutorial, correct?
Uncle Sensei says that, but yeah.
Uncle Sensei? Sorry, my bad.
That's surprisingly good advice. I'm kind of weirded out again.
That's, once again...
That's rock solid.
That's why people come here.
What else you got?
Because they want to get godlike.
That's pretty good.
Since I don't have Divekick controllers, what's the optimal controller layout? Triggers...
D-pad
or both face buttons. If I'm using the PS3 controller, we like...
well, we're not on screen, but...
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
I was holding up the controller. We like D-pad left for dive and circle button for kick. I think that's what we've kind of shaken out to.
Most of the QA labs use an LNR now.
Most of the QA's using the shoulders. I just think, for me, they feel a little mushy. I know they get there, the input happens right away.
Yeah.
But I just like the snappy feel.
Yeah.
For fight sticks, we like... What's the low kick?
Light kick and 3 kick.
Light kick and 3
generally
kick.
what we use.
And that works perfect.
Yeah,
right?
it works great.
'Cause they're nice and far apart.
Yeah.
What we don't advise is getting X and O. You basically want to use 2 different fingers, right? You don't want to try to do it with just your thumb.
Yeah, I think playing with one hand is scrub talk.
Yeah. So thank you for your question on getting godlike. Next, I want to know the actual angles from horizontal that each character's kick kind of travel across. I estimate Dive's angle to be about 40 degrees.
I actually have the real data, but I'm not giving it to you.
So, as it turns out,
You have to buy that strategy guide.
yeah, we're gonna sell. We recently inked a deal with Brady's,
What?
and to get godlike with Divekick strats, you're gonna have to buy the Brady strat guide.
Yeah, you got to get the strat guide.
We're gonna be selling it at Game Scams for $19.99.
You need to get the informations on your TV, pause it, and put a protractor on the screen.
Yeah.
And just figure it out.
And then if you publish that on a GeoCities page or something,
GeoCities, yes.
if you publish that, we will do a C&D on your ass so fast
Yes,
you
we
won't know
will.
what hit you.
Yeah.
The bottom line, that's trade secrets. It's super, super proprietary. And if you publish that shit, that's the opposite of being godlike. That's being fraud-like.
You're on point today, Dave.
Thank
Lang.
you. I'm trying. Last one from Panza. Yo, Dave Lang. Do you believe love can bloom in the battlefield? Yeah, I do. I think that anytime, any place, people could fall in love with each other. But if you love someone, you have to be able to protect them. That's what I think.
You have to be able to protect them?
Yeah. But there was one more question.
Really?
Yes. It was from a kind of a salty cat who we never saw. I don't know him. His name's Adam something or other.
Yeah?
And he asked a question. Don't you first need to be godlike in order to have a segment called Getting Godlike? And the answer,
It's a great question.
The answer, as it turns out, is yes. Because I'm so godlike.
You're trash.
But
You're the worst.
but then how do I have the segment?
How do you have this segment?
How did that happen?
You own the goddamn studio.
Well, how do you think that happened?
Luck.
Because I'm godlike.
Sheer luck. I've met you. I know it's luck.
Oh, godlike. Camera's not even on. I'm dancing. All right.
How do you minimize this shit? Macs are terrible.
But don't worry about it.
But I want to see the chat.
So close that thing.
This thing?
Yeah, close that thing. So thank you. We closed this segment of Getting Godlike. It was the inaugural segment. Tweet at us with the hashtag GetGodlike, and we'll answer your questions next week, maybe, if the mood's so.
Doesn't make any sense.
You're an idiot.
I've never used a Mac before.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Oh my God. You're a horrible human being.
Oh, everything is going wrong.
All right.
This godlike segment has ruined the show.
Let's just do this. Let's just do this.
What rank are you on the ladder? I heard you're getting challenged tonight.
I'll be fine.
Yeah?
Hold on. Oh my God.
I broke the Mac.
What did you do?
The show must go on. Let's just do the next segment. I'll figure it out.
Okay, on with the show. So we're gonna do the third strike, update here. So for openers, Third Strike update. Where are we at? So we're done with core development on the update. We've handed the update off to Capcom. This is for 360 and PS3.
Yay!
Hopefully they'll be doing QA on it really soon, and at which point they need to give it to Microsoft and Sony. Then they'll do their QA on it, and then if that all checks out, it'll be posted.
Yay!
So we're going to give a brief run through here. This isn't everything in the patch,
Okay.
but we're going to do a quick run through on what I think are the coolest
Are those
things.
notes?
These are notes.
Oh my God, you're so prepared.
I can't prepare today, baby. So, first, I think the biggest thing we wanted to touch on that we won't be able to easily demonstrate today is netcode. Basically, netcode is equivalent to what's in MVCO and Darkstalkers.
Which is excellent.
We fixed a bunch of stuff, like we in the first version in Third Strike. Basically, the packet size was really bloated. Do a bunch of security features and stuff like just a bunch of rules and regulations that Sony and Microsoft had in there. We didn't get them waived the first time around. After Third Strike came out, we could show the reaction to some of the netcode issues that were caused by those policies, and we got waivers from Microsoft and Sony. So we were able to do away with that. Made the packet size a lot smaller. Really helped to just like kind of speed things along in general.
Okay.
We've added some cool features.
Features.
So here we go. So first, let's jump into options.
All right.
So challenges.
Challenges.
Everyone hates challenges, right? Well, now you can turn them off. So the challenges.
Yay!
So this isn't challenges per se, but this is just the updating on the sidebar.
Yes, the sidebars can finally be turned off.
So if you've maxed out all your challenges and it's just spam over there all the time, now you can turn those off.
Happy days.
I'm gonna sleep better tonight knowing I can turn that off. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna sleep.
I
well
rarely
tonight.
sleep well.
Let's jump into multiplayer. Show you some of the matchmaking options.
Hey.
So here's where your GGPO delay is. Region matchmaking. So if you turn this on, basically the way it works on PS3, for example, everyone sets up a region on the OS level on their PS3. This will only allow you to match with people in the same region as you. Skill matchmaking turns on or off. Basically like, hey, I want to match with just people about my skill, or if you just want to find the first available match, you can do that. Ping threshold, you can set this. It'll still return matches that are greater than this number, but if everything else being equal, it will bias pings below this heavily. So if there's a lot of people online, which, you know, good luck for Third Strike these days, but if there's a nice chunk of people online, you should get matches that match your ping threshold. If you're not seeing that, it's just because, you know, it had to find you a match. It wasn't going to return nothing. But that's okay. Hey, Kaiser, I'm going to start with ranked. Could you jump in? We're going to do ranked first. So let's see if Kaiser can jump in here. We're also running on the network a little bit of some weird stuff. That's adorable. Look at the belly. Does he have a belly button?
What? I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Yeah. So there you see we actually got the ping number there, so you can see who my opponent, what is that ping actually is. It's
Yay!
it's that high because we're doing latency testing right
Yes.
now.
It's a simulation.
It's a simulation. We want to test it with bad latency and see how it does. So that's there right there. I'm going to start up whoops.
Whoa.
I'm going to start up a player match, Kaiser.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you see Gil starts off as banned in player match. That's new.
Yes.
So we'll wait for someone to join. You notice right now toggle ready and
Yes.
back are different buttons as well.
Yes.
That was a fail boat. And there we get his ping time as well. Disconnects and ping time.
Woohoo.
So you'll see this for everyone in the lobby.
Excellent.
This is relative to you, and everyone sees ping relative to them.
Great.
So that works out pretty great.
Yes, I think this is exactly what we wanted.
What else do we got? We got ability to mute all on PS3.
Very nice.
So some people are running. If you flipped your rank over from like 50 or whatever it caps out at to 0,
yeah.
that won't happen anymore. I think if it's flipped over, you're boned.
Okay.
But if you haven't flipped over yet,
All right.
that won't happen anymore.
Interesting.
Basically made leaderboards more reliable on the PS3.
Is he gonna ready up,
They
or
weren't
what?
updating it right. No, we're gonna play over here.
Oh.
And now YouTube uploads for 360 are now at 360p.
Okay.
We had to free up a ton of RAM and do a bunch of stuff to make that happen, but we finally figured it out.
Yes.
Okay,
That's great.
Kaiser,
That's
could you jump over here? Plug in a stick and we'll do the offline stuff real quick. So Kaiser's going to cruise over there. Let's see what else we can show you while we're waiting. We got, okay, so disable stun is added to training options.
Excellent, very nice.
Super art gauges are now the correct length. Fixed a bunch of visual glitches, like Urian's reflectors being wrong for player 2, poison color being wrong for player 2. Remy stage with scan lines on. Let me just get in here. Whoops. Yeah. Hopefully Kaiser can jump in there. Okay.
Kaiser's in there. And we're using the magic of wireless control to let Dave Lang here play Kaiser there.
I will probably not be able to do reflectors with...
Stop calling me Tony Chung. I'm on the Divekick Esports
Pick
Hour.
Remy stage, France. It's on me? Oh. Yep, you're correct. I'm an idiot. I mean, I'm godlike.
I'm gonna go with the first.
Where's France? There we go.
France.
Francais.
France.
So first thing you'll see, this was a must fix. I think everyone really cared a lot about this. So you see if I roll up, oh man, this is lagged out.
Is it? Oh, it's probably just this display.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a problem. So the bag fell over when he dropped by it. That's that new tech. Do we set rounds to 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Just KO me, Kaiser. I'm having trouble over here with this remote. Just KO me.
Kill him.
KO me.
Kill him. Do it fast.
Oh, you know what? Let's go over here. You see this over here was glitched out with scan lines on. Now it looks beautiful.
Nice.
I can't let him beat me. I gotta body him.
How bad is the delay from that one to here?
It's like a second.
Oh wow. Really? Oh wow, that's insane.
I can't. Why can't I do that?
I don't know.
I wonder if it's not working at all.
Maybe you need to get Godlike.
I think I need to get a wired controller.
If you were Godlike, you'd win with the second delay. That's just Kaiser. What else we got on this list?
So we're gonna show. You know what? I think I'm just gonna run through it verbally because because of this technical difficulty. Oh yeah. So let's do Kaiser. Let's do one thing. This is something a lot of people care about. Let's do any mirror match. So you won't be able to switch, right? So now you'll notice that Ryu. It started with when it went to Ryu. It started with the super art he picked last time.
Yes.
So I remembered what that was.
Oh, excellent. That's fantastic.
Which is big whoop. And now for mirror matches, you'll notice like a common complaint we had with the character portrait art was that you couldn't tell which one you were because it was like a stat portrait.
Right.
So we've kind of got the color bars up there next to it.
I see that.
So you can kind of see which one you are.
Gotcha.
Basically, short version, it would have been a major PETA to update the portraits the way they were done.
Yes.
And so this struck us like a good compromise, and it works fine.
Yeah,
it's totally
no, it's
acceptable.
effective. I get it.
Okay, cool. I think that, so I'm also going to post this to our blog tomorrow. Basically, the final fix list. Oh, let's talk about the drop DXs.
Let's talk about drop DXs. So for a long time, we were getting a lot of messages from people saying, drop DXs, I dropped my EXs, what do I do? Oh no, world's ending. And we didn't know what was going on, so we did a lot of research trying to find this dropped EX bug, this fabled thing. And we couldn't find it. I mean, granted, we would occasionally drop an EX here too, as well, but we couldn't figure out exactly why or when.
Yeah.
It was not. We could not find a
It
solid
wasn't consistently reproducible.
repro, right?
Yeah.
But we did get a message. What was the guy's name? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I'll give him credit in the update tomorrow.
So he let us know that he thought he had a repro for the drop EX bug, and his method was that, let's say I wanted to do an EX fireball with Ryu, which is normally core circle forward and 2 or 3 punches.
Yeah.
He said that if I hold the kick button, any kick button, and I do the quarter circle forward, release the kick button, and do the EX right at the end, that my EX would drop, and that I would get a regular Hadouken. I was like, well, that's weird. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I booted up the game and I tried it. And sure enough, that produced the result of a dropped EX. So I started using the 3-punch macro to make sure that it wasn't user error. And that would also drop the EX. As long as I negative edge a kick button when I'm trying to do a punch EX, or if I negative edge a punch button when I'm trying to do a kick EX, I'll drop the EX. So we've got a solid repro on this thing now. So the real question is this an arcade bug or not?
Right now, what do we do about it?
So I go over to the arcade machine, which we have here, the arcade hardware for Third Strike, and sure as shit, man, that bug's in the arcade version too.
Arcade perfect.
It's completely arcade perfect. You can drop the EXs the exact same way in the arcade version.
So,
So what? You're only going to see this, if you're seeing this, you're probably